Hi, everyone. I'm Cheryl Carr, your work doctor. This is the Achieve with Dr. C broadcast, and I'm so happy to be on with you today while we're getting through Dalaska Part 2. It's icy and cold and so much going on outside. I just decided this evening, since they're threatening we might lose power again, which really makes me mad because that means they haven't fixed anything. But this morning, for my motivational moment that I normally do on Mondays, I talked about something as part of my Ease and Grace, which is my fourth ebook that I'm almost done with. Every time I think I'm ready to send it to the publisher to get it ready to upload, something else comes. And this morning is another one of those somethings that is part of my fasting and praying. And I do a 50-day fast, usually to start the year off. God began to speak to me about restoring hope, helping everyone that He sends to me, that I have the opportunity to help speak, teach, learn, learn from, learn with, um, help restore hope. That's to be one of my focus for encountering people with all of the things, the products, the books, the centers, the things that I'm working on is to help him use me to help restore hope to people, because it is, oh no, I'm getting emotional. It is the one thing, and even today, that I continue to see with people over and over again is a loss of hope. Just the inability to think things will be good ever again, to feel like any good things will come their way again, to muster up the strength to have hope again. And hope is that expectation of good. It's finding the ability to desire and to search for and to dream and to work for, to strive for something with an expectation of good. And even doing this broadcast is hard for me because one of my cousins, who was always on my broadcast, passed away a few weeks ago. And this is my first broadcast where I know I'm not going to see him. He's not going to be on here encouraging me and telling me, because of the thank you. So it's a little hard, um, because sometimes he would be the only one that would be live with me. And now I do get a lot of views and rebroadcasts, but Kevin would always be on. And I know he's in heaven. He loved the Lord. I know um he's absent from the body and present with the Lord. But it's hard to find hope these days. There's so much going on. And I got a lot of response and a lot of inboxes and a lot of people sharing their story. So I wanted to teach a little bit more about the process you can go through to restore hope. We talk about having hope scripturally because the Bible teaches us, scriptures teach us, without hope, the heart grows sick. Without hope and having hope, it doesn't disappoint you. when you can muster up the whole process of hoping again, of expecting of God, not yourself, not life, because life is going to life. Um, things are going to happen. And one thing I do know, we survived every one of our bad days. 100% of your worst days, you're still standing. You're still here. You've made it through everything life has thrown at you. You're breathing. You're still alive. So there's still reason to believe there's a purpose for your being. So let's talk about how you can restore hope. There are processes to helping your mind, your emotions, your mindset, your body, your environment. There are things you have to do because hope isn't just going to run and chase you down. Sometimes it is a breath to breath, moment to moment effort to restore hope, especially in moments of grief and loss of a job, loss of health, um, loss of a loved one's health, being a caregiver, um, all kinds of things can happen. Loss of relationships, all kinds of things can happen that you've got to go moment to moment sometimes to restore your hope. So let's talk about some of those things, okay? First thing that I know is really important that you can find a spirit of hope again is to remember what you're thankful for. To not think about what's going on in terms of how bad they are. Because the Bible tells us, the scriptures tell us to be grateful in all things. And you don't have to be grateful for, but you can be grateful in, which means, yet though he slay me, I'll praise him. Yet though this experience isn't what I want, it doesn't feel good. I don't like it. I don't know how this is going to end up. I don't know where the money's going to come from. I don't know how I'm going to survive this, but I'm going to expect the best. I'm going to know no matter what, God is with me. I'm going to know no matter what, I'm loved. I'm going to know no matter what, my family loves me. I've got a reason to get out of this bed, to move forward. And this is in no Pollyanna, rose colored glasses type of thing. Because if you're suffering with depression, you need to seek professional help. And this isn't it. This is my personal experience and opinions. If you need professional counseling and help and sometimes medication, please get that. Don't use this as a substitute. This is just information sharing so you can coach yourself. So you can, because even to get therapy, you've got to do some of these things just to get there. Okay. Second thing you can do, besides thinking of what you're grateful for, is limit your bad news intake. Stop watching the news. Stop listening to the news. Stop getting on social media. Take a break. Pause the bad news for a moment. Give your sympathetic system, your brain, your eyes, your ears, your whole body system, give it a break from the negativity. Only take in what encourages you, what feels good to you, just for a while. You ain't gonna miss nothing. Nothing's gonna change on Facebook. Nothing's gonna change on Instagram. Nothing's going to change on TikTok and with Twitchy or Twitch or Snapchat, or whatever you kids are using, because I don't get on all that stuff anymore. I don't have the time. Second, third thing you can do, focus on what you have to look forward to. When I was in my deepest, darkest days, sometimes I could only look forward to a shower. It was that simple, a cup of coffee. Um, it's it's just sometimes it was just bare minimum of things I could look forward to. Just the most, whatever makes you feel good for that moment, that's good for you. I'm not talking about, some of our vices and things that we might do that aren't healthy for us. But think of something you can look forward to that's good for you, good to you, and doesn't drag you further down into despair. Fourth thing, talk to hopeful people. It's not a bad thing to call that friend or call that loved one that you can just talk to, and just talk to them. Don't bring up what you're going through. Don't rehash the situation, the circumstances again. Just talk and let some of their enthusiasm and their hopefulness and their good things in life and be genuinely happy for them. Stop wanting to keep your misery and everything, um, and not wanting to be happy for other people. If you can muster that up, I promise you it'll rub off. Doing something nice for someone else always makes me feel better. Listening to someone else's good news always makes me feel better. And then the final thing, to make sure that you pause and reflect. And what pausing and reflecting means is that you don't catastrophize everything. When we're in a non hopeful or bad situation, we're grieving, something bad or extreme has happened in our lives, we tend to take that filter and we apply it to everything. Everything is bad. Everyone is bad. We complain, we murmur, we grumble. Nothing's good. I know I get like that. I get to the point where I don't even want to talk to people because everything is so bad. And yes, let me tell you something. I'm not telling you anything I don't have to do for myself, even today. I go through this process every time, and I experience a lot of loss and and devastating things in my life. I'm not telling you stuff I read in a textbook. It's stuff I've studied. Yes, I've had to study. I do neuroscience of change. I do grief counseling, psychotherapy, psychology, all of these things. It's good to read it. It's something different when life's with you, and then what you gonna do? It works. These 5 things I just told you really do work. Some environmental things that you can do: declutter, get rid of mess, try to clean and straighten and freshen your environment as much as possible. Purge. If you can get rid of things, just that simple act clears up your environment, makes it fresh and new. And sometimes that can be, that environmental change makes a difference. The other big thing you can do is work on your breathing. Your parasympathetic system, that controls, like, and triggers all your hormonal responses and things that go on when you're in a grief state, or you're in a bad state, or something's going on with you. Everything's compressed or overloaded. And one of the things we have found when we study people is we shallow breathe. And anybody that's ever been in sessions with me, they can tell you I teach self soothing. I produce and have things that will help you with self soothing. You'll see a lot more of that on my social media coming real soon. That this will help you to calm yourself, is to learn to slow down your breathing, just to breathe, relax your forehead, relax your eyes, relax your jaws, relax and pull your shoulders down, and then slow your breathing down by doing box breathing, which is breathe in 4 breaths, hold it 4 breaths, breathe out 4 breaths. Just slow your breathing down. You'll be surprised how that just helps you stop catastrophizing, stop thinking bad and having racing thoughts, and can help you. And those are just two environmental or physical things you can do. You have a wonderfully and fearfully made body. God gave it to us. You do not have to remain hopeless. Get help if you're depressed, but try these things. If you're having some problems just expecting good, if you're noticing you're just dragging day after day, try some of these things. Listen to the broadcast again, try these 5 things, try to purge your environment, straighten it, clean it, get rid of clutter, try to slow down your breathing, do some self soothing, relax, pause and reflect, think about your blessings, think about some good things, get rid of news and negative media, talk to hopeful people, realize you've gotten through 100% of your bad days, and then see if you can try and get to hope again. Many of us need this. I need it. And I hope it helps you. I just wanted to give you some more today because the response was so great. It was so touching to me. And another thing, I've been getting treatment for my tremors, and they're so much more improved. And for a while, I had lost hope. I just gave up and said, this is me. People just have to get used to it. But this new regimen that I'm on is really helping. Really, really helping. I'm noticing it when I'm talking. Oh, and then someone asked me about my hair. Okay. Um, no, I have not colored my hair. It is still very gray, very, very gray. I will never color my hair. Just for some reason, it seems to get darker. And no, I don't have hair pieces. This is all my hair. This is all my hair. There's no pieces in it. It's all mine. It's just fluffier than normal. Guess why? Because I haven't combed it today. I have not done a blessed thing to my hair today. Um, I just unwrapped it out of the bonnet and went on my merry way today. And yes, I did work out this morning. Um, so anyway, I don't know. People ask me the weirdest things. Um, I I see the gray. I don't know why people can't see all this gray. No, I haven't colored my hair, and I won't. I like my gray. I'm fine with it. If someone else isn't okay, that's that's for you. It's not going to change what I do. And this is all my hair. I don't put pieces in to make it darker. I don't know why Anyway, I don't know why I'm stuck on my hair. Let's get back to hope. Um, I hope something was said today that will help you. I'm available. Hey, sis. Hi. Thanks for joining. I hope something was said today that will give you some hope and help you if you're struggling to get back to hope. Help you if um, you see the gray. Thank you. Somebody asked me if I was coloring my hair. I was like, you can't see all this gray. I part it down the middle. Sometimes I part it to the side, but lately I've just been parting it down the middle. Anyway, people are just strange about certain stuff. Just strange. Anyway, I hope I said something today that will help. And these 5 things I know can help you restore hope. And that's what we'll be working on: ease and grace, restoring hope, giving you things that help make life better. And it ain't complicated. These are things that work if you work them. And they're not anything I don't use or try for myself. So, have a blessed evening. I'm going to go eat the rest of my leftover meatloaf. I'm Cheryl Carr, your work doctor. This is Achieve with Dr. C broadcast. Pop up because I can't seem to get on regularly, but I do when I can. Okay? Have a blessed evening. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye, Sharon. Bye, sis. Thanks for joining me. And thanks for seeing my gray. That bothered me. So I'm like, oh, I'm coloring my hair. Anyway, bye. See you later. Take care.